properties, Plantronics, turn it on. I think we can leave the other, anyway, whatever. Or streaming? No, surely, no, certainly not. I have to feed the cat. Check this out.
Well, what is Zeitgeist, the movie? It's a kind of conspiracy theory movie. It's about the U.S. government, it's about September 11th, and especially it's about the Christian religion. Let me give you just a little flavor of the argument of Zeitgeist, the movie. It'll line up a number of myths from the ancient world. It'll purport to show that the basic narrative of these myths is simply repeated in Christianity. So it's a copycat theory, that Christianity simply adopted a number of features from these ancient myths. For example, you look at the Egyptian myth of the god Horus, and the claim is made by Zeitgeist the movie that Horus is the son of God, Horus is born of a virgin, Horus is baptized, Horus is crucified and rises from the dead. Or you look at the Greek myth of Dionysus, and you'll find a similar pattern. He's the son of a god, he is born of a virgin, he's crucified, rises from the dead. And then look across to the Indian myth of Krishna, and you'll find the claim is made something very similar. This divine human figure, born of a virgin, crucified, resurrected. Well, the claim then is, well, we're just a pathetic copycat version of these ancient myths. Now here's the problem though, is the more closely you look at this, you'll find that many of the supposed parallels are at best forced, and in many cases simply made up out of whole cloth. Take the time to look at serious scholarship. Take the time to look up the myth of Horus, and you'll find something else. See, the problem is we all know the Christian story, but very few in the West know the Horus story or the Krishna story or the Dionysus story. So we kind of take it, yeah, I guess there really are these parallels. But look more closely, what do you find? Horus, for example, I'll grant this, is the son of a god. He's the son of the god Osiris. But Horus is not born of a virgin. Horus is not baptized. Horus is not crucified. His father, Osiris, is dismembered. That's part of the myth, then later put back together. So he, if you want, is put to death and then resurrected in that very vague sense, but not Horus. Look at the story of Dionysus. Dionysus is the son of a god, that's true, but his mother is hardly a virgin. And Dionysus is not crucified. He's torn to bits by the Titans, and then a bit like Osiris, he's reassembled, he's put back together. So only in that vaguest sense would you talk about crucifixion or resurrection. Look at the story of Krishna. Krishna too is not born of a virgin. Krishna is crucified only if you think being pierced by an arrow through the foot is crucifixion. So in other words, these supposed parallels are at best forced. We might find a little hint of something here, and it's like what we...
Well, you see, that might have been true before, Bishop. Bishop Barrett, sir. That might have been true before, but we've got symbolic training from the Apostle of Purpose now.
Finding Christianity. But in many cases, they're simply made up. Now, I've just mentioned a few features. There are many other features that I could debunk too. If you look back at these myths and you see all the parallels lined up, there are many others I could debunk. But in this...
Get your bunk out of here, buddy. Hey, everybody, it's Grimgriz. Why are we here? I don't know, what's the title? Reaping Caged Angels. J'announce! Breathing together. This is a conspiracy. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is December 4th, 2021. In this apocalypse. This is mainly an announcement because while I want and continue to want to do more virtually not alone social things on Saturdays, especially with Saturnalia coming up, the thing I ended up wanting to do today is something that the algorithms do not allow on this shared attention farm that we're on right now. Oh yeah, no, it was supposed to be turned off, right? And then, wait, no, you make it say nothing, and then you turn it on, and then you type it as you go. Welcome, brought to you by the Panopticon Press. Remember, embody. The potentiator of the body complex, then, may be called wisdom, for it is only through judgment that unceasing activities and proclivities of the body complex may be experienced in useful modes. Oh. Oh, hi. Hi. So there's this thing that I thought was a good idea once. It's like, it's really hard to ask somebody, hey, what's it like for you to be a human? Because they see you there and they're like, oh, he's kind of like me. So I can tell him all these things like he's somebody like me. We have the same common ground reference points. And when you're asking the question the way I'm asking it, that's not the type of answer you're looking for. So I had this notion one time that what would work is if they were instead of answering me, they were answering some like alien presence that they couldn't presume the shared knowledge of like those reference points, and would have to like really get down and get into the experience in order to convey it to some other entity, the alien entity. And that if everybody shaped their answers in that way, it would be super useful for all of us to understand each other on that level. And so and like salience and salty. So, and an asp is a snake. So Alien Salience Project became a collaborative playlist. And it's been quite a while now, and I was like, it was the first thing I'd done that really anybody played along with. So, the first follower was dancing, and so I have to do a pretty decent one, and I haven't, but I figured out how to do it today, and that's exciting. So, you might have already seen that drop, but you haven't seen the part two because I just put it up there. Yeah, that's part one. There it is. Number two. Here you go. Deuce! So why would you want to? Why would you want to be incarnate from your light being self into this material form that's clearly disgusting? Well, I know somebody who's stolen a cage, and I'll show it to you now through the magic of the interwebs. This is just a tribute. This is not that. But I have to make that now, and that means taking a deep dive through some shit to reap some clips from an angel known as Nick. And the algorithm won't do that publicly, virtually not alone with you guys. So, hey, Vixen Dixon, there is a you guys. That's the best. It's the best when I'm virtually not alone and I can tell because you say things. Welcome, welcome. What are we doing? Stop it. Oh yeah. Where am I? Here I am. Here I am. Don't worry, I'm right here, guys. It's still me. Hey. So, if you caught the live stream last night or something, I kept saying, "Where did the Lost Boys go?" a lot, and nobody in the comments got the answer to earn the super secret trustee status on the Discord. But here is the answer for you all. Oh, you left notes. You left notes on the desk so you would do these things first. You know that, right?
One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. One thing about living in Santa Carla I never could stomach. All the damn vampires.
And I have absolutely I have absolutely no idea. Hang out with me for a minute, Bish. I have no idea where I was, like, I understood the lobster god to be going to, like, some small place, Santa Carla. And I was like, hey, that'd be a good one. And so but I don't even know. I might have been showing Sacramento on the Ingress map. I don't know. You guys can. I don't trust this guy running this thing. Honestly. Hello to Luke, Vixen, Nathan, Chris, and Potts. Welcome, Potts. Glad to see you. I meant to start with both the Serenity Prayer and the Savings Throws, and I did not. So, since you're here, Bishop, let's do the Serenity Prayer part. Ready? Ready? You guys are going to get this wrong, so don't do it. It's just for me. Take the land and boil the sea. You can't take the sky from me. Ooh, got chills. Okay, now you guys can do your own. Hey, Lee, good to see you. Good to see your name in my chat. Oh. This pretty background was created by Brian Fields. And, I can, what? Alright, just turn shit off. That goes, no, yeah, sure. Yes, turn it all off. Just turn it all off. Yeah, there you go. This pretty thing here. Come here. This one. Aha, this one was made by Brian Fields. And this here is his link tree. It's like chaos, but the C is a QU. It'll be in the description, because like I'm not paying him for these, and I'm using it for his thumbnail and stuff. So, you know, there's the best I can do, Brian. Welcome everybody. Denouncing the Reaping Caged Angels thing. So, since I can't do it with you here on the algorithm, I'm going to do it in the Discord as one of them Warch Party things. And I'm announcing that to you now, that after this live stream, probably 30 minutes or so, remember, everybody, there is no agency. It's just us. You and me. We got this. We got this. We got this. We got what's best for you. Oh, okay. Is everybody having fun? Is anybody saying words in the chat? Where's the? You had a box. There it is. But you have to put the URL in fresh every time. Every time. Wow. All right. Well, you're copying the wrong one, so that's just a good start. Hello, Lee. Thanks, Chris. Okay, you guys aren't even saying anything anyway. What the fuck am I gonna do this for? So if you're on the Discord and want to play along, I'm gonna try and do the reaping of our good friend Nicolas Cage to fulfill this part of what I say in part 2. Somebody who's stolen a cage, and I'll show it to you now through the magic of the interwebs. So that's what's gonna happen, and there's gonna be some Meg Ryan, and there might be some Tia Leone, because I want to go like all the times he showed how disgusting it was to be a human, and I want to get that part about crying. And if you have seen these movies and want to go back and member Barry Reap with me, that's when someone, by the way, everyone, you should know that here on this channel, on this Grim Grizz channel you're currently on, there's a community part, right? And some lady, we can talk about that. Come here. No, don't. We'll save that for later. Really? Sure. Okay. Some lady did this, played along with this, and the reason the Skype and the Loom live stream is out is because of a comment that I saw once on this. This is weird. I'm looking this way and like, anyway, yeah, it's my Kaluna. So also, this memory tree, the monkey mind in the memory tree. This is a good example. Like we have monkey minds, right? That's what you meditate because it's always chattering at you. I mean, that's not, I don't have to explain that, right? That's the monkey. It's in a tree. And the tree goes down to the roots of your mind. Okay? But it's a memory tree for our intents and purposes of this metaphor. And so like we're all sitting in our trees, looking at each other in the hive mind talking. And I'm like, hey, y'all seen that movie City of Angels? And then like your monkey mind, like stuff will float up from your memory tree. So I don't know how to work that into the metaphor yet. But your monkey mind can go down the memory tree and pick a member berry and bring it up if it's a City of Angels member berry. And then we can go and find the clip of that part and do that kind of reaping. So that's what I'm denouncing, and you are invited to. And if you're just a watcher, then stay tuned for the product of the Aliens Aspie Collection, Aliens Project, whatever, by Grimgrace. Speaking of which, it's also on the channel. You can click and find it. So there, I have denounced things. Brian makes beautiful things. You guys are great. Here, I will turn you on real quick before I run away so everyone can see that you were here. Look, they were here. What? It is not. The censorship must, I don't know. I got to figure out where to go after they kick me off. Love you guys. I'll see you next time or in the Discord for the watch party Reaping Caged Angels event thing. Okay?